Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Rabbids Party of Legend has returned for today's live summit event as a Ubisoft themed crossover in the Crew 2. For this segment, it's no longer on January 11 to the 18th, 2023. This year in 2024 is now arrived on the date on October 16 to the 23rd. 3 skills, 6 events including 2 vehicle restriction on the Nissan GT-R Nismo R35 2020 and Porsche 928 S4 is now being set and go for the Encore along with a Hypercar, Jet Sprint, 2 for Monster Truck Discipline, 1 for the Escape and Salon for land-based vehicle, and water-based vehicle to be on the buoy smashing to be at Lake Mean. Unlike last year, it turns out to be very good to have another part of a Ubisoft themed crossover event from Rabbids, and this time I'll have to decide to go again and make it much more exactly to go for the racing perspective to go either on 6 events to be on the 3 skills will have to be chosen by the roster. So I'll have to decide to be ready up, and it all brings back together since the introduction of Season 7, Episode 2 from Motorflix Blizzard Rush has now been well exactly to go chill in winter. So I really hope I'll have to race it again, and this time the main reward will have to go for the usual way to have the current players to go double up with the earnings and new players to get some new rewards who just don't actually to receive this one. So this will have to get down to do some example and give a reintroduction to go racing up for this part of the Team Summit. To be well succeeded after the last week from Uptown Wilderness, very enjoyable, and have the Jeep Wrangler Pioneer Edition has now acquired and go label on the Platinum, so this will have to be ready to go moving on to have the main part of the Team Summit to go for the first rerun after last year. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's live summit event. Alright, make it on to the top 1000 and being placed in the Platinum by rank 978 place in 1,249,724 points to get 2 cars, 1 Benetty, and 200,000 followers. As I ever said before, the Jeep Wrangler Pioneer Edition has now claimed acquired to be in the Platinum along with the Ford Mustang GT Rallycross Edition, which is of course to be adding up to go double up by earning. Good thing Uptown Wilderness Nitro has now been acquired and added to the collection will be set by import to be in the Motorfest. So let's begin and get started out to have some 3 skills and 6 events that you guys are about to get yourself prepared to go for the Encore. But speaking of which, I'll have to go on water-based vehicle to be at Lake Mean in skill 1, then Salon will have to go on skill number 2, and then Escape will have to do the longer course to go faster up and grab either between the Hypercar, Drag Race, or Alpha Grand Prix Discipline, just to have other choices that you're about to get yourself enjoy for the party, until this one for myself will have to be well planned to go exactly to have some practice to do the usual way. Enter the gate, here goes. This was to take an area of triangle to have some green buoys just to keep it nice and tight. Just have to go faster up. Watch out for the red buoys. I'm always have to be exactly to go motion and patient. But sometimes I just have to go either between now and then and back on track. Just have to do one attempt and give it much more tested to see how am I supposed to go figured out to be on the main area without getting caught by red buoys. But easier said than done. 22,522 points after the countdown ends. Let's see the tally of results, and that should be good enough by 146,663 points. Got to go proceed on Salon in skill number 2. Then let's go to the Giants racetrack and grab by land-based vehicle for part 1 with no restriction only. But not to mention, just like last time from Uptown Wilderness, just to have some 1 Chevy Corvette Grand Sport is now being on the chassis type 002. But instead of my C6 CR1 with my UDRS in Sportec, Got to go down and grab by the vehicle selection, wait for it, and give it much more needed to have an icon to be titled on score breaker. It's gonna have to take a while, so I had to go cursor all the way in to be in the far left. Just have to find the score breaker to see the C2 Stingray is now being good to be labeled on the mark. Okay, that was a Huracan. Got to find my Corvette Grand Sport C2 Type 002. I believe this is it. Good thing I just already got the score breaker to be set automatically before the start of the content video, so this was to give it much more grand racer to go faster up on the course. But don't worry about this guy, he's currently driving with the Land Evo X 2015. Alright, let's get in there and salam around the gates. Main objective complete. Let's bring that beast up and master the sound of a BA engine. Well, sometimes, like pretending that you're becoming a rabbit from the show. Well, I just never seen that show before, but I just really do mention it whenever I had to be enjoyed back from the 2010s. So, good thing I just already took one attempt and received by 22,383 points. Alrighty then, good check. Skill 2 on Salam for part 1, check, and 1 part received. But additional to have 154,711 points as I'm about to be ready to go on Escape at the Big Sur. You know the drill, just have to go between Alpha Grand Prix, Drag Race, or Hypercar just to have one racing line for another to get there to go closer up to have the choices of a separate route. Now onto the main course, got to be on the vehicle selection and go for the AGB to be in the first stop. Got to grab the Alpha Mark X to be using with the Nitro Chemist, still remain just like last time when I was racing at White Rock Hills at Las Vegas. Alright, let's turn the engine on and quicker onto the left to drive away. Just have to paste that in, traffic clear, and clean racing line on the main route. But sometimes the handling might need to do some proper tuning to get stiff and feedback respond. Alright, very good on that win. Bring out more speed and aerodynamics. What comes up and what goes clear, faster, and go. Come on. The Alpha Mark X has already done this before. Just keep practice, and then this will have to go for having a far right acceleration to go up in the hill climb. The red zone is coming in fast. And there it goes. 47.39 yards. Let's see the results on session 1 to give it a main result. Alright, there we go. That's 125,860 points has now received and double up on the check. Thank you, AGB Race Car. Now, let's give it much more entertainment to have the jet sprint to start out on event number 1. So let's go to the Hoodlum event and grab your favorite jet sprint vehicle. It's about to go for a 2-lap time attack to go riding up and faster sweep on the water to go current up on the trail. This will have to go automatically besides my UDRS Inspirtech livery on the jet sprint class, just to see if I had to go with a golden style of a powerboat or make it much more exactly to be temporarily for substitute. After all, the environment is about to be set to go full color in the themed cartoon background, and the high definition CGI will be ready to go on the challenge. I'll have to choose the 2017 Proto Hornet is now being set on the Max Pro level on 120, easy handling to go up in about 1200 horsepower and top speed, 98 miles per hour to go up in almost 100 miles per hour. Let's begin the countdown in 3 seconds and go faster and take 2 laps will be the main time in 2 minutes, 14.266 seconds. Let's bring out the party nitro and get it on. The concentration is going to have to do some more practice to choose the right kind of a jet sprint vehicle for beginner or make it to go advanced on the level type of the vehicle. Alright, very good. Just have to go faster up and take that main advantage to go clear and faster on a decent acceleration to beat the main time. Just have to keep the rudder to go maintain, and the current river is about to come flowing down. Feel the ride of a jet sprint and going faster to this day. Keep that tight turn up and go to the final lap. Under 1 minute and still doing good. Alright, take that left turn to go directional swift. And go up and hold the maintain line. Jumping in and go climbing up to flowing in more. Good mark total gap by 23.2 seconds. Gonna have to keep going and switching up to go maintain mode. Just keep the rudder up and tight and make it go faster and feel bumping on the jumps. It's like facing a shallow water when you're on a lake. And here comes the finish line. Take it and go clear by a total time in 1 minute 47.239 seconds. Clean racing line and flowing up the seeker is doing well to be faster up to go jet sprint. Job well done for the first event. Am I right, viewers? We always do it for only one super race to go for a time attack as the main event to go challenging up with some opponents. Now, this one to go and have the monster truck discipline to be set to go for a standard or combo event. So here comes the white rest. Here I come and choose any monster truck vehicle to be set titled by no restriction only. But not to mention I still already have the DeLorean DMC-12 Monster Truck Edition after the strange case of the 50s has now actually to go by receiving by a platinum vehicle. But easier said than done, just have to go by one monster truck vehicle to be serving up to have a label of a summit reward. Now, if I had to go and use it without a nitro chemist, but the gold digger is now being well placed up on the icon when using the 1981 DMC-12 Monster Truck Edition to go up in 1762 horsepower and top speed, 138 miles per hour to be maximum on the pro level in 140. But if so, custom exterior parts might be giving a good DeLorean slag. We'll have to give it a Great Scott moment. It'll have to get down and do the starting grid to go on top of the hill to be on the main countdown in 3 seconds and ready up to go on the style of a green. Then let's go and bring out the party of vanity. Alright, first checkpoint clear and I can see Las Vegas from here. Come on, DeLorean monster truck. Bring out more power and bring out the good clean line acceleration to have a good clear environment just like the old style of the 1950s. Very good to have a tired thread of the grip. Just have enough nitro and keep it much more partying up the celebration. Area checkpoint clear. Here comes the Buffalo. Gonna have to clear the area and make it one room coming in. Alright, very good to be leaving from the state of California, now into the state of Nevada and border to be on the Phoenix, Arizona. Progression is on 40%. Gonna have to take the left turn and keep the wide open area to be on the acceleration grip. This could be much more excitement. I just really want to express myself when racing on the off-road areas. Just feel alive and make it much more enjoyable for having a thrill of racing off-roading competition. There's the hill. Gonna have to climb up and make it pass by to Barstow. Okay, very good to be successful and make it more speed resourceful. Okay, here comes the hill. Gonna take it, and just have to keep it center of the gravity. Oh yeah! Keep it straight and airborne. Not yet until having a flip might need to call out, or the Misty Flip. But I just really have to go for the Misty Flip. This will have to bring out the most swag extreme stunt of all time. Got to be patient and wait as the main checkpoint to go clear. Okay, here it comes. I see the ramp. Now, time to bring out the Misty Flip. Oh yeah, so solid close. Not even a scratch or getting hit by the rock. I'll have to stop right here, and there you go. 2 minutes, 49.275 seconds has now set and clear. There you go. 117,871 points. Now that's what I call main part of the objective of the racing is complete. But it's not over yet until all events are about to go checked by 9 of them, and then 4 more to go will be proceed onward to have a combo event to be ready to go on the main stage. So here comes the Strip North, and this will have to go for part 2 of No Restriction Only to bring out for the Monster Truck vehicle to bring out to go Wreck and Havoc, and this will have to go Faster Up, Main Focus, and go Airborne Extreme to choose their favorite kind of the vehicle by using the same class to go 454 and bring out the stunt of the performance during the part of the race. Good thing the DeLorean DMC-12 is very good to be serving up, just like last time back from the previous Live Summit event to be serving as a vehicle restriction on the Force. However, I'm about to go and have my very good UDRS Inspirtech Monster Truck livery on the Ford F-150 SBT Raptor 2010 is now going up, get participate, and same per level on 140 to carry out. For the pickup monster truck I'm choosing is the Ford F-150 SBT Raptor 2010 Monster Truck Edition is now ready to go and unleash the horsepower of 2103 and top speed 149 miles per hour to be on a semi-expert. The street racing drivers are about to get themselves prepared. One monster truck is about to be joined in session by the grid as the 3-second countdown will be tame the beast and drive faster to go full acceleration with a pack of nitro. Here I go and finish into the top 3 to go hard and faster. Shortcut will bring out the carnage. First checkpoint is in by the second. This way to go airborne on top of the building. So I had to watch my step. Try not to do any tricks and skills when going on to the touchdown. Alright, that's more like it, and perfect tight space when going underneath the parking garage. This could go down and smashing up some objects because it's a monster truck that every driver can actually to go express themselves and give it a characteristic to be as a driver marauder. Alright, coming in and smashing up some objects is gonna have to take a quick advantage to go increase the time. Feels good and feels off-roading to go exit to have a up enter the street. Now, the quickest way to go there by having one trick. But however, it might have to take an angle turn to be at a 90-degree angle to go on the right, then passes through onto the final lap after finishing on the first lap. Here comes the second. Gonna have to clear the path and go down to do the same path to do the main drill. But remember, you might need to have a ventilator affixed. This should do quick refills. We'll have to go increase the pace. Oof. Thank you, giant sized tires to get my best grip and short recovery. Alright, that should do enough to bring out the nitro. then quicker it gets, shortcut will give it a go. Okay, the path is clear. Alright, doing a lot of monster truck racing to go carnage like Miami, Florida in Las Vegas, temporarily for the complete event by the original and first rerun has ever yet to be achieved by this day. So the total time is going to be at 2 minutes, 47 seconds, almost there to get up onto the main finish line. But this will have to get down to have 100,000 points to be checked and give the results. Alright, there we go. That's 2 minutes, 54.738 seconds, and bring out the 100,000 point, we'll give it a chance. Okay, that's 128,606 points, and bring out the flip by giving a grand finale by crossing the finish line. I am on a roll and doing faster it gets to go up in the gold position by having 2 more events on vehicle restriction and 1 hypercar discipline to be set by uncheck. On the goal in rank 13,209 place and 801,190 points to get up in over 100,000 points to be at the platinum. So it's about to go racing up in Blizzard Rush number 1. 1 shall remain is about to be buildable by using a luck of chance to go with hypercar vehicle with no restriction only. As ever said before, the best time to go for the rerun by a year later until now. This will have to do the main challenge as I just already took by having 5 races from the full walkthrough has now been well checked to be received. So I'll have to choose it wisely and go by the Nitro Chemist. This will have to take a one-way ticket to go for a proto opportunity to go faster up and give the lucky one on the standard version besides the marble variation. So I got the capital P is now being stopped in. So I'll have to go and have the standard Proto Lucky One 2022 on the Golden Crim style has now been styled up, fancy, per level of 320 to carry out in 1383 horsepower and top speed, 279 miles per hour. But I never used before, so this will have to go by a spotlight for this segment. We'll give it much more better kind of a fictional hypercar to be ready up and give it a Blizzard Rush to go race up to be priored on to the year of the Rabbit. Let's go for the 3-second countdown to have a perspective racing on the view and go Golden Rush to be focused on the lucky one to win the race as leaving San Francisco to go off by Perceive. This could get faster and bring out the fortune favors the luck. So here comes the fireworks when you're entered on the Golden Gate Bridge. Beautiful and good daytime on display. Just happy yourself for having a look back when you just first came in on the first race on Blizzard Rush is now actually to be located in the west coast, then go faster all the way up to the north and have the obstacles to face up in the heavy snow condition to be around in the mountain states. But always ever said to be done, this will have to take the good proper warm-up to be exactly to have a good clear weather forecast to be on a normal sunny day. Just to have your favorite hypercar as your own pick and just have to go either to have the next race or another. But still might need to go up faster to be on the top speed by over 200 miles per hour. Got to keep it up on the 5th gear, stay on straight, and keep it centered on the tight turn. There you go. Bring out more power, then gear number 6 will go upper hand. So I had to watch myself. The paint might need to keep a good mint condition whenever it might need to keep a good eyes out to have some obstacle to avoid contact. Shortcut coming in. Just had to go proceed on checkpoint. Okay, that was a close call. Just not even a single scratch. but halfway there by 55% is now going up to be in the progress. Just have to keep it up and go. And here comes the first jump. Yeehaw! Keep it centered and keep it straight when you're on the highway. Okay, that should do enough. Let's pull out the nitro and go to the next town to be forward up north. But this one to do the second time to keep it nice and neat. Alright, there we go. Right at the touchdown and going by a better luck. It's only down to 25% left. This will have to take 3/4 remaining and gonna have to go one more to go. Okay, good respawn handling to be reinforced. Just watch the line and watch the road. We're almost there, viewers. This will have to take third round on the row and make it like to have the fourth one has now been labeled to coming up to be finishing up to go proceed to the fifth round. And here it comes for the finish line. Made it, and good on our arrival to have a good look, and the blizzard storm has now coming in to have the right turn direction. So it's going to be job well done, and luck has now received by 115,744 points. Alright, 7 legendary loot part on Hypercar Discipline has now received. Then let's go to have 2 vehicle restrictions by the exclusive by a penultimate and grand finale to be heading back to San Francisco. So which one should I have to start out with? The Nissan GT-R Nismo or the Porsche 928 S4? But classic or modern, just to have the right choice if I had to go by a decision that will have to bring out to have the pattern of configuration is now going on the lineup. But the platinum on the update has now been arrived by 10,686 place is now being checked and countdown by 22 hours left to go. And for my decision, I'll have to go and pick the 928 S4 to be racing up to be at the gates of Chinatown. But good thing, right answer is now being correct, and this will have to go by Year of the Tiger as the final stage by using the R35 Nissan GT-R Nismo 2020. But exactly to be well indeed, and this will have to bring out to have a fully modified vehicle version on the Porsche 928 S4 1991. So feast your eyes on this new looking style, and the vanity is now being added up onto the tire to be strapped up with these 4 kind of Rabbids are being hung up to themselves. Well, I hope these guys are about to get ready for a ride, and they really might need to get some screaming by bringing out with 1021 horsepower, top speed, 225 miles per hour, and per level to be marked on 280. So I hope the Rabbids are about to get buckled up, and I'll have to get behind the wheel, get started, and 3-second countdown will be on the grid to be well prepared to go faster up to be racing in the gates of Chinatown. Theme summon to go on colorish background is now being remain usual, so this will have to get wide body kit to be added up and installed. Well, if so it is, this will have to get faster and bring out to have a good Night Fever rooftop is now bring out to be on the effect. Alright, let's go up and go downhill to be center ventilated. But shortcut can actually to go helping out and bring out the skid of the drift. Alright, the fireworks are about to bring out the party, and I really hope the Rabbids are about to keep hanging around, screaming. But maybe not, just only have an animated object. Okay, going clear to be on the Avenue Street. So I really hope this Porsche is very good kind of a real car, is very perfectly to have a unique headlights. Okay, first lap is about to be finishing up soon. Just have 2%. And next one, mark on the halfway mark. Gap distance update by 13.2 seconds. Gonna have to keep it up and keep faster down the hill. It's gonna have to get a little bit rough out there for these poor critters to be hanging around on the tire vanity. But they were like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they always sounded like that because the Rabbids always sound... Rabbit sounds gibberish for it. Okay, 80% progression is now done. Good thing the street style and the Rabbids are still spinning it around like going crazy. Okay, that's 22 seconds. It's gonna be over 2 minutes. Keep it center up and make that turn on the Mad Chuck Smoke. Final stretch and make it a rival. Okay, so that's 2 minutes, 16.666 seconds. That should do very good effort and 118,601 points by having 1 exterior parts. 4 parts has now received by having an excellent outcome for the penultimate stage, and then the grand finale will have to be heading up to Miami, Florida in Year of the Tiger event. So that's part 1 of the event with a 200,000 followers. Now for part 2 in the final stage with a 200,000 followers as a reward. But good thing, having won Nissan GT-R Nismo R35 2020, which is exactly 4 years later until the final variant on the T-Spec version and the final Nismo as well. So glad to have this most updated version has ever yet and go by a max per level to be in the usual way in 1019 horsepower, top speed 223 miles per hour at the per level of 280 in semi-expert. So let's jet, get faster, and time a condition to go for a daytime or nighttime just to find out to see what it is to go for the encore. But correction is assured, nighttime it is. Let's do this and let the final race to go underway to be finished in the top 3. Got to keep it nice and tight and keep it dripped up on the grip. Only one underglow vanity should be doing just the way it's styled. Alright, very good. Just have to bring out the torque, maximize, and go clean racing effort. But it does might be pretty more heavier to be more expected. It could be doing well to be challenging up to face up with many obstacles and sports cars to do some major racing lineup. So here comes the jump. Just have to cross in onto the boat platform and give out the fireworks in display. Yeah, that's more like it. Now gotta take that tight turn to go crossing in the shortcut. Got to unleash the beast and drive it like a true dragster vehicle like no other. It actually does has the similar kind of a performance spec to be serving up to have a 2020, 4 years until the final variant, and T-Spec as well to have the same kind of an R35 platform ever since 15 years ago where it all began back from 2007. But more likely, it doesn't include to have some custom part exterior because it's only fully well modified to have this one is now actually to become as a penultimate stage variant. It well tested it does, it can actually to go face up and drive head and wheel to drive like a true Godzilla vehicle. Alright, here comes the shortcut. Then give it what for and have that main approach to get there without getting slowed down. Keep it nice and tight. Just follow the arrows and then the right turn, then the left, just have to go to the final lap. Alright, very good acceleration drift. 17.8 seconds clear. Just have to go to say happy trails. Alright, correction, a grip drifting. Alright, time to go again. This could go double up the jump and keep it nice and tight centered. Progression is going to be at 73%. I almost forgot to have the right shortcut to go left by clear the checkpoint. But dropping style on the street is more likely to have my best jam. .3 seconds has now marked on the update gap. Just bring out the nitro, go boost it up to double tap. Okay, ace that drift, keep it center, regain control. So very much more thrill, strategize, and one-way ticket to get up closer to have 100,000 point, or just have to go by having a follow-up catch-up as an encore. But it does might be quite giving it similar like the previous experience of the Nissan GT-R R35 models. That should do for only one stage of the penultimate model on the variant in the Crew 2, and the T-Spec from Gran Turismo 7, which is now being listed as the final variant to go by a demise. So here's the total time by 4 minutes, 26.364 seconds. Well, almost good enough, but apparently I really have to go for round 2 and make it like an overtime, so I just really had to get used to it. But it still has the foundation model to be served up for the R35 GT-R, which is very good to be perfectly to go faster and tame it to go all-wheel drive. So let the overtime commence, and this will have to go received by the check to go update on the platinum, so I just have to go hard, racing up, and get focus for every 2 laps in one event on Year of the Dragon. Let the overtime begins and finish up to go usual in the top 3. I totally aced that course, and well tested for the R35 penultimate variant has now bring out to have a good adjusted improved performance. It actually does to have some similar models to be well evolution to have the same R35 platform as a base of foundation. Give it much more character, give it a style, and bring out the same type of the all-wheel drive, which is much more exactly to go faster and go like a touring car. But the only way I had to take the rite of passage and take that good GT-R to go up into the next level. But my stats of appraisal from the first attempt, that should be not good enough. It needs to go harder. Okay, good on the checkpoint. Just like having a main focus to beat Makoto's time trial. Okay, good checkpoint clear, handling check, and will respond. Okay, it takes a lot of good speed, and quick shortcut might need to do some better advantage. Okay, finally got this one, and it's about to get a little bit foggy, so I have to keep a good watchful eye out. Try not to do any distraction when objects were made to be having a caught of contact. Okay, still in one piece. Now for the final lap. Let's A drift up and take it to the max. Okay, 60% in the progression is done. Almost there. The overtime has still in progress to go faster up and go right up the passage. Bring out the fireworks to go again and make it less. Alright, good ace up to sleep. Just keep trying and keep going to get up by 100,000 points to go update. Sliding up the turns when drifting is more efficient and better going tactic skill to be driving up in free drive. Especially for only one event to be temporarily to be having a vehicle exclusive to go test it and give it a good feel of an updated all-wheel drive R35 GTR. Okay, mark checkpoint confirmed. Got to keep it centered up front. Time progression is going to be almost by 4 minutes. I need to step it up and just have to keep using a nitro to go tap up the boost. Alright, there we go. Make it to the finish line. This was to take one last push of the nitro. Then total time update. That's 4 minutes, 18.099 seconds by almost a decimal of 1. And there we go. 113,388 points and already received by 200,000 followers as a main prize from the first attempt, and attempt 2 by having an encore to go with 6 parts by 5 common and 1 epic. That's more like it, viewers. Platinum is now being marked check. Update on the rank by 1,000, 836 place by 1,248,925 points, and about 22 hours left for Rabbids Party of Legend Ubisoft Crossover Live Summit event is about to be over. Easier said than done, just like the original, and the rerun as an encore by having a different perspective to go by 6 events and 3 skills by a character of choice. But after all, it might have to do the best part to go for the encore without having changes, just the way it goes, and have for only 1 jet sprint, hypercar, 2 per street race, 2 per monster truck, 2 per land base on Escape Solom, and 1 per the water based vehicle is now being on the buoy smash. This will have to get down and just have to go proceed onward for the next one is Flying Germans. We'll be doing another encore. Looks like They Are Coming is now being scheduled as the first rerun is now being set by Coming Soon along with Dallas Run and Demons Unleashed. But this will have to get down to do some preview to have some 6 events, 3 skills we'll be using on Rally Raid, Hypercar, Powerboat, Touring Car, and 1 per street race discipline to be on the first vehicle when using the Porsche Cayman GT4 Waltz Edition. 2 types on Escape by having a land base to go on off-roading and tarmac, and of course 1 for the powerboat discipline is now being set and raring to go to wrap this up at the end of the video. I'll have to do my best and be here on time by Wednesday or Thursday to be entered on Flying Germans to get the Hot Chili Nitro is on the rare vanity to be placed up in the silver category, but along with the Porsche Cayman GT4 Waltz Edition has now already been claimed and acquired to have some additional payday earning. If you don't have it, this car is only just for you to get there by reaching up in the rank of Platinum. So thank you for enjoying watching the video and the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Dividend Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. Will join to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super things as an extra will support and grow. I'll be see you guys next time on the live summit event in the crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.